All right, duramax, '08 duramax. I think this is like a 7.5, 7.5 and up. So 6.6 Allison transmission. Some goodies have came in. I looked into the Banks stuff and kind of liked it, so got a lot of bank stuff here. What we doing? Up pipe. We're doing an up pipe. I think I got a down pipe over there. 5-inch exhaust. That's probably the transmission pan. No, that's probably the rear cover. And then this is probably the transmission pan. So gonna be doing a transmission pan with the fins. And I saw the cooling benefits of that. Same thing on the rear end cover with the fins. And I'm just gonna mention this while I'm thinking about it. I have made a big mistake in like ordering this stuff and not at least physically looking at it to make sure it's right. That is the wrong thing to do, is to wait until you're ready to work on the truck and you got it jacked up and set in place, and then you open the box and go, oh my gosh, this is the wrong thing. That's the absolute wrong thing to do, but we shall see. I'm not gonna say like an extensive like ordering process, but I'm gonna look at that before I pull anything out. That's the right thing to do. I just ran through the same thing on my phone. That's why I hadn't swapped to the new phone yet, is because I ordered a phone and a case, and I waited for the case to come. And when the case came, I didn't look at it. Like, I didn't make sure it was the right case. It's the wrong case. There's nothing I can do with it. So I had to order another case. So when your parts and stuff come, like, even if you're not ready for them, open them out the box. Make sure they're right. That will hold you up. Like, that'll set you back a week and a half, 2 weeks. So I think I showed where I did the lights and grills. I'm not really happy with the regular beams. They're a little too I guess dull white compared to this light bar. So I'm gonna be swapping that out. I'm gonna go ahead and try to swap that out right now while the truck is down. Fuel filter, I'm gonna be doing the fuel filter, the oil filter, of course the oil, like I said, exhaust, trans, of course, fluid pan, rear fluid pan. Thinking about going ahead and doing the subs because they're more of a mid. Let's see, it should be open. See if I can show it here. I'm cleaning this thing back out. I got a power. I'm not sure if I showed the power converter. So if you see, it's not a lot of. Let's see here. Hold on. All right. So you see, it's not a lot of cone right here. So it's not really like, I'm not getting a lot of like deep bass out of it. And once I went back and looked at the specs on it, it does not want to be in a ported box that big. So wrong speaker, didn't pay attention, just looked at the speaker. Oh, this is pretty, pretty cheap. Let me go ahead and get it. And it's wrong, yeah. So we're gonna have to use those for something else. Yeah. So let's see if I can show you the rest of this stuff. I end up ordering an exhaust kit, trying to save some time, even after I had I guess it bought pipe. I bought some 5-inch pipe. So I had bought like 5-inch pipe, and I was gonna do it myself. And then I go, I don't think I feel like wrestling with it. Even though a lot of it's straight, I didn't feel like wrestling with it. I bought it goes from like a 3.5 down. So I bought all that stuff, and then I changed my mind trying to save time. So now I have like 5-inch pipe that I got to do something with later down the road. We shall see. So down pipe, high flow down pipe, solid Y bridge, then a charge pipe. So I gotta actually open up the hood and like match this stuff up and make sure it's gonna work for me. Make sure the sizing is correct, and they're not because it is a knockoff. And sometimes when you go to knockoff stuff, just like it's not aluminum. So I see some surface rust, so it does have surface rust in it. So I will have to clean it out. Two sides to that is it's not aluminum. So I'm not really worried about the weight, but it will not transfer the heat like the aluminum will. So you actually could get a colder charge temperature with this compared to aluminum, believe it or not, just because of the material. And they painted outside, so the outside won't rust. And I feel like with how the system is, it would technically have oil coming through this, and you wouldn't have that problem. But I think once it's sealed, I don't think it's a big issue, and the surface rust by itself is not going to be a big issue in my opinion. So that's all that to adjust some of the EGR stuff. So we will see. I've seen where some people said like some of these threads won't line up, or some of these won't line quite up. So hopefully I don't have any of those issues. If not, I'll try to show what I'm doing to fight through that. So even looking at that right now, I'm like, dang, it looks like I'm missing some pipe. But if I'm missing, I'm probably just gonna take off what's there and sand it down and paint it to match. I think like that color make it look really, really dope up under the hood. So that's what's going on. I got the EFI Live to tune it with. So I gotta hook that up to my computer and update it. Also have the Banks. I think it's a pedal monster. So I'm gonna be doing the pedal monster on it also. So a lot of stuff going on with it all at one time. Gonna try to keep up with it. I'm gonna start on what I believe is gonna be the most complicated, but it's not gonna be that bad, which is the actual Y bridge and doing all that. I'm gonna start on that. That way, if I get to something that's either aggravating or I have to go order parts, that it's not that big of a deal. I'm not at a standstill on the complete project. I just moved to something else. I can't do the exhaust until I actually do the down pipe. So it's like while I'm doing the down pipe, I might as well do the up pipe. Then once I do that, I can start working on the exhaust. But definitely gonna get started on the Y bridge first. That way, like I said, fresh, kind of a little bit excited, still a little bit anxious and nervous about it. Do that if I see some parts I'm needing or missing, didn't come right. I can order that and it doesn't slow down the complete process of the goal. So I keep you in the mix with that big project nonetheless, man. But I'm gonna keep you posted on it.